Good night, pussycat. All right, Mike. Let's see if we make it home. Did you forget to put your shoes on, Scott? You're gonna walk out in the snow with your socks. That would have been funny. That would have ended quick. What is that?
See if the thing is full or empty.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
A little calm over there, Scott. There's a look.
It's right there. Where's it supposed to be? You never checked antifreeze in your car before?
Apparently he hasn't.
I've had that thing changed at least 2 or 3 times already. Woo.
Good night, Mike. Woo. We'll talk to you about 20 minutes. Damn buckle. Alright. It's 2:30 in the morning, I think. Yeah, we're around there. Now we're at 136,350 miles.
And a head gasket to go. Oh, it's nice and cold. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a little nicer next time. You gonna be around next weekend or no?
Yeah, it should be. Yes, yeah. Because I got an Easter pickup. And let's see, 56 and 10. But I'm not going to Florida until the 14th. But then I'll turn around and come right back. And then I'll be here for another week, and then I'm going back down to Florida again. Except that time I'm driving down and driving back. Transporting furniture on the second trip.
You gonna rent a U-Haul?
No. No, some lady has a SUV full of furniture.
Right.
So on the 14th, I'm flying down to Westchester and hang out with my folks for a couple, 3-4 days a week. And then on the 20th at 8:30 in the morning, I go to her house, back up the car, and then we leave at 9. When do you want to leave? 20th? And what time do you want me to be there? I don't know, 8:30 when we leave at 9?
April 20th, Hitler's birthday.
Early. Terry remind you of that?
Yeah, sure, probably. I'm sure she celebrates it. I was watching that Bunker movie the other day. The Apes movie wasn't that bad, but it could have been better.
Yeah, alright.
Well, the timeline was all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
That looked like
everybody was way too young to have matched the ruin level of everything
that
around
was like 50 to 80 years.
Looked like it in something. It was kind of a mixture. And the idea that here you have a gas station in the middle of this wildly overgrown forest that's somehow just going to pop to life, you know? All the windows intact, the radio, CD player still playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with trees that big.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's like 40.
I don't care if it's a tropical rainforest, it ain't gonna be that big.
Yeah.
And somehow all the wires were still intact. In earthquake country, okay. And in a forest with lots of tree limbs and trees to topple over.
Why doesn't she just simply get a job?
She's unhireable. Who the hell's gonna hire her?
She says she's got no money.
She's been fired from every fucking job in this county. And probably 2 or 3 other counties around here. Not that she doesn't really want to work anyway. You know?
I understand I am not clocked in somewhere, but I work.
Yeah.
Alright, I got all kind of fucking jobs.
No, her. She sits home all day, plays with the cat, and plays with the computer. Sleeps and drinks.
And worries about the cat's butt.
Apparently. Because the cat's so fucking fat it can't clean itself. She sent me pictures of that fucking cat like a basketball with legs.
Really?
Oh, Jesus. All she does is stuff it with food.
Lady called me about the California trip.
Oh, yeah?
Soon.
Why exactly is she sending a car all the way out there? When they can buy a perfectly nice car out there.
I don't ask these questions.
It's fucking California. Everything's clean and no rust and shit. And they're importing a fucking car from New York, sending it 3,000 miles across the fucking continent, gas, wear and tear, and everything else. Pointless. California got lots of good used cars.
Well, figure it's a free car, just shipping and handling. I'm UPS here.
Yeah.
I ask not these questions. What are you doing this for? I didn't say anything. You want, okay, I'll do it. That's all I say. You got it. Trip's funded.
Just whatever you do, don't look under the back seat.
Cop's not in his usual spot.
This means he's somewhere else. Waiting. Watching.
All this rain we just had, shouldn't that open up the yard a little bit?
Making mud. Snow's slowly melting, very slowly, but it's, it just creates huge amounts of mud. This is the wet time of year. Spring, fall.
Permafrost now. This
No. Just the ground's holding a lot of moisture, plus a lot of moisture is hitting it again from all the melting snow and rain. So inevitably it's going to turn into a sludge.
And if we have too much rain,
Well, we're on high ground.
we had that one year, a couple years ago, it rained for like 2 days straight.
Oh yeah.
Fucking flooded everything.
Hurricane Floyd, 1999. 15 inches of rain, was it?
In Seattle for that.
Washed everything out. Washed out the road going down the hill, washed out in front of the shop, everything.
Potholes ain't too bad on this road.
No, not too bad. So I guess we're going to see a sequel to the Planet of the Apes movie again. It's like the original series.
The original series, there was like 4 or 5.
Battle for the Planet of the Apes or whatever. Yeah, I think there were 5. I forget.
They were all hits too. They all.
Oh yeah, in the early 70s. They're not following the same storylines as the originals, but sort of based on sort of similar. I mean, it's highly unrealistic to think that a tiny little band of the apes is somehow going to prevail against even a vastly reduced population of the humans with a lot more guns, tanks, planes, and other things. Because it seems to be some sort of government survived. At most, there's a few hundred apes, you know. They won't last very long. No new ideas out there, so just rehashing the old stuff again.
Sometimes it works.
Well, that whole Return series is just mind-boggling to me. It's just a complete copy. I mean, the dialogue, word for word, is exactly the same as the French series. They got actors that look like the French actors. They got sets that look like the French sets. It looks like I'm watching the same thing dubbed to English. It really does. Little town in the mountains of France, little town in the mountains of Colorado. Same names for the characters, everything. So now we are copying the French television. And
What's it? How do you say it in French?
The Return, or Les Revenants, or something like that. The same title, even, and based on the same book. Now we have two television series based on the same book. One which follows the book closely, and the other one which doesn't. Just sort of uses the basic idea, borrows from it, I should say. I don't think they really get people's reactions what they actually would be. It would be complete pandemonium.
Everybody's all calm. Things are just.
I don't care how prepared for that somebody thinks they are. You know, the reality of being faced by the deceased face to face. You know, here you have put somebody in a box and buried them in the ground. You know you did it. You know, you were there at the funeral. You saw them in the coffin. You identified the body. You know, they've been gone for so many years, and all of a sudden they're just there. And you just walk up on you one day. There's no way you're going to take that very well. Nobody would. I don't care.
I'd like to know what's going on with the old man that jumped over the dam. Apparently, him and his wife didn't get along.
I guess that, or he just figured he'd gone completely over the bend. He lost his fucking few remaining marbles, and time to end it. You saw all his medications and shit he had on his bed table there.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just said, well, it must be Alzheimer's or something. I'm going to take care of it now before it goes too far, and that's that. How would the government handle something like that? Yeah. Well, they try to show it in that one, but in reality, how would you? I mean, death is supposed to be the absolute. It's like taxes, you know. And when all of a sudden it's not anymore, then what? Well, people can come back. Not to mention the religious can of worms that opens up. Because while the Hindus may believe in reincarnation, that's rebirth into a whole new body. That's not the actual you coming back from the dead. No religion believes that. Except the Christian religion. That only happened to one and only one person. What do you do with the criminals? You know, what if somebody who was put to death comes back? How do you take care of that? You know, you've already killed the guy. Would you kill him again? Going back in jail? What if it's the 9/11 hijackers?
Oh, they salted the roads.
And then if it's a situation like, you know, somebody's wife or husband dies, they remarry, have a whole new life, years pass by, and all of a sudden the deceased spouse walks back into the picture. What then? Worse, I think, for the returned, because they have no idea what's happened to them.
Yeah, yeah.
The real future shock would be the ones, any come back from like the mid to early 19th century, something like that. I mean, anybody from the 20th century coming back could fairly quickly adapt to our way of life, because while they may not have thought the same way we do today back then, they had things like electric lights. It's not foreign to them. Telephones, yeah, they didn't have cell phones, but they had telephones. So the idea of communicating through wires is not foreign. They had cars. Didn't look like our cars, but they had them. You won't be shocked by all that. Just be amazed by our technology, but that's it. How we progressed with their ideas. You take someone from the horse and buggy era and drop them into modern New York? Ah.
Now for the big test. Go up the hill. Temperature's perfect.
Yeah, it's hold it in there.
Salted.
Yeah, Carmel would, Brewster would. black ice.
Shit. Almost looked like somebody shaking the sign, didn't it?
Uh-huh.
What's this in here?
That's the town garage. Down in Carmel. That's where all the salt trucks came from.
Pat works in the other garage.
He works for Ken.
Kent. I asked him how's the potholes. He goes, don't ask.
Uh-huh. The road's nice and shiny. Did you get the pizza?
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, Mikey would throw it out.
Oh yeah, that guy with the Sears tools. Did you ever get his phone number?
He hasn't come back yet.
Well, is he on vacation or?
No, he just stops in occasionally.
Oh, okay.